9 days ago, a Kuna football player suffered a terrible injury. But since that night, his community has rallied to help him. Jake Melder spent the day with several people who are helping the Bartlome family get on their feet.
It can be one of the most difficult things for a parent to go through, seeing their son or daughter injured and sent to the hospital. In an overwhelming show of support, the Kuna community has come together to help the Bartlomes through this trying time. It looked like a normal play, but when everything settled, one player was still on the ground, motionless. It was number 2, junior wide receiver Boone Bartlome. When they saw who it was, Boone's family came down to the field.
I'll never forget Diana's face when she stood up. And I just felt heartsick for that mom. I felt heartsick for her from one mom to another.
Boone had broken his neck, and he wasn't moving.
I had no tears, I had no voice, I had nothing. I stared at Boone. There was like nothing I could do but hug my mom, and I just like froze.
He was raced to the hospital by ambulance. But back at the field, a rivalry between two football teams dissolved into a midfield prayer for Boone.
It was so amazing to see two teams and have their arms around each other and him say a prayer, and it was just, it's a moment I think all those parents in the crowd, all those players, no one's ever going to forget that.
Since that night, the town of Kuna has not stopped their support for number 2. People wear t-shirts with a cowboy and his uniform number, representing Boone's two loves, football and rodeo. And the shirts are in high demand.
Our phones started blowing up, and everybody's like, we hear you have the shirts. We want the shirts. We want to come for the shirts.
Ann O'Neill is part of a network of people providing food for the Bartlomes.
I want to do anything I can help. I mean, this is just as simple as making a meal for them, but it's, you know, it doesn't take them away from the hospital. They don't have to go buy anything. I love this.
Saturday, Boise State recognized the people working to help Boone at the game against Wyoming. During all this, Boone's spirit remained strong.
It is always like, I'm gonna walk out of here. He just talked to me about what unit we were gonna hunt in next year. He's like ready to go.
Day by day, his friends and family, the whole Kuna community, are cheering on number 2.
Keeps the support going for Boone because he loves it, and that in the end that's gonna be what it comes down to, is the people pushing him up.
We have received some good news about Boone's recovery. He's able to move his arms, and doctors are now working on his fingers. He will start a new rehab schedule this week. Live in studio, Jake Melder, Today 6 on your side.